Hey guys, welcome back to my channel Creative Hands by Shay. So I am here with part 2 of my previous video where I showed you how to make the bikini top. So now I will be making a cover up to go with that bikini. So this is the 3.5mm crochet hook that I will be using. You will need your measuring tape, your darning needle, and your scissors, and of course your yarn. So I will still be using the same yarn that I used to make the bikini top, and this is what I have left back from the green. So I will just start off with using the green. So guys, if you're new to my channel, welcome, thank you for stopping by, and to my regular viewers and subscribers, thank you so much guys. So let's jump in the video. So guys, to begin, we will start off by making a slip knot. So insert your hook, wrap it around, and pull up a loop. You can make your slip knot however you feel comfortable in making it, as there is no special way. So now that I have made my slip knot and I pulled my yarn down on my hook, making sure that it is sliding through, you are going to go ahead and chain away. So you'll be making a whole bunch of chains, and the chains that you're making is to fit your hip size. So you will not make the exact amount of chain that reaches to the width. Say for instance your hip size is 30. When you make your chains, make sure that you are stretching your chain so that it fits up to 30 inches wide. So you're just going to go ahead and make some chains, and I will be making for hip size of 40. So I'm just going to continue going on making some chains until I get to my desired length, and then I will meet back up with you. So now I have come to the end of making my chains, and I did a total of 164 chains, and I'm just going to place this here so you can see this is the waistband. So without stretching your yarn, I am just going to do a measurement on my measuring tape here, and I'm just going to fold it to 40 inches wide, so you can see the one here, and that's 40. So I'm just going to measure it on there, and without stretching, I'm just going to measure to see where my yarn is. So this is showing me that it is at almost 35 inches long without stretching. So I'm just going to stretch it to see if it will reach up to 40 inches. So here I have this here, so I'm not going to move it, and I'm just going to pull down on my measuring tape here, and I'm going to stretch it to see if it reaches to the 40. Okay, so there it is. It is actually at 40 inches. So I hope you can see that, 40 inches. So that's where I am going to stop. So there. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to join my my yarn here, and I'm just going to make sure that it is not twisted when I'm joining the yarn. Okay, so now I got it there. So now that I joined my yarn, what I'm going to do now is I am going to, let me just pull that out because my string is on the inside and I don't want that to happen. Okay, so now I'm going to join. So I join my yarn there, and what I'm going to do is I am going to chain up 2, so 1 and 2, and into that same stitch, hold on, I think I twisted this here. Okay, so I'm just gonna redo that. Sorry about that, guys, but I just want to make sure that my work is not twisted, because that can give you a little bit of trouble in the end. Okay, so now that I find the end there, now I'm just going to go ahead and attach my yarn. So I did a slip stitch there, and now that I've done my slip stitch, I am going to chain up 1 and 2 and go back into that same stitch and make 1 double crochet, and in each stitches around you will make 1 double crochet. So you can actually weave in this tail end here as you go along. So when you're weaving in, you're just actually working over that tail end. So insert your hook like that, make sure that the tail end is underneath, and you just pull your yarn like that. And continue making double crochets right around. Once you're there, I will meet back up with you. Or once I am there, then I'll meet back with you. So there it is. So now I have come to the end of making my double crochets in each stitches around. Now I'm going to do a slip stitch on top of our first double crochet here, and that close off the waistband. So this is what it looks like so far. So now moving along, we will be doing front post and back post double crochet. So I'm just going to chain 1, 2, and into that same stitch you're going to yarn over, and you are going to go into this stitch here, and you're going to insert your hook, pull it under, then pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over, pull through the next 2. So that's our first front post double crochet. You'll be doing 4 sets of front posts. The next one, 2, 3, and 4. So now that we have our first 4 sets of front post double crochet, you will be doing 4 sets of back post double crochet. So to do the back post double crochet, you will yarn over, put your hook behind, come up, go back through on the other side, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through the next 2. Again, you will insert your hook from this end, come through the other end, yarn over. Sorry, I'm doing the front post there. Sorry about that. You will go from the back, put your loop through the other part, the next side, I should say. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through the next 2. Now you have 2. You will do the same thing again, working from the back. That's 3, yarn over, go in, come on the other side, and that's 4 back post double crochet. Now you're going to do 4 front post double crochet. So insert your hook like this, and make your first, second, and third, and fourth. So now you have front post, back post, front post, and now another set of back posts. And you're going to repeat that same thing right around, and I'll meet you back at where we begin our first front post. Make sure you're counting your stitches so that you have them correctly. That's 3 and 4. So I'm going to continue doing that, and I'll meet you back here. So now I have come to the end of making my front post and back post double crochet, and I'm just going to slip stitch on top of our first front post double crochet here. Now that I've done so, I am going to go ahead and chain 1 and fasten off, because we will be changing our colors now. So now I am going to be changing to the pink. So I'm going to insert my hook into that same stitch, pull through, chain 1, and give it a tie with this piece here that we fasten off with. So now that we have done that, we are going to go ahead and chain up 1, 2, and where we have our front post double crochet there, we're going to yarn over, and we're going to make another front post double crochet on top of that. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4. So now that we have completed our 4 sets of front post double crochet, we are going to yarn over and go into the back ones, and we're going to make our back post double crochet. And you're just going to basically mimic what we did before, making front post double crochet and back post double crochet. And you're going to do 2 rounds of pink. Once you get back to the beginning here, you will slip stitch into your first front post double crochet here, chain up 2, and then continue making front post double crochet. So you're going to have 2 rows of pink, and then I will meet you back up once I am at my 2 rows of pink. So there it is. There's the back. Moving on, going back to making back posts. So now I have come to the end of my last row here, and I'm going to do my slip stitch on top of my first front post there. And this is what the waistband looks like. So you see where we finish off, we have both front posts here, and the remainders are front post and back post. So you can see right around front post, back post, and this is what the waistband looks like. It is very stretchy, as you can see, so it will be fitting on the waist well. So moving along, we will now start off by making the body part of the skirt. So we're gonna go and chain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we are going to skip 1, 2 and go into the next one and make a single crochet. Chain up 5 again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, skip 1, 2, go into the next and make a single crochet. Chain up 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're going to skip 2, 1, 2 into the third one and make a single crochet. And you're going to continue doing this right around until you get back up to this part, and now I'll show you what to do next. So now I am back to where we started off here, and I'm going to make my last loop here. And now to finish off this round, we are going to go ahead and chain 1 and 2. We're going to yarn over and make a double crochet into our single crochet that we made here in the beginning. So insert your hook and make a double crochet. So that completes that loop. Now we're going to chain 1, single crochet, and chain up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And this is how you are going to start each round, by chaining 2 single crochet into your single crochet here, and sorry, not single crochet but double crochet into your single crochet here, and continue on. So if you don't remember what to do, please feel free to rewind the video to look how I close that part off. And that is all you're going to do each and every row until you get to your desired length. So once you get to 5 inches before your desired length, I will meet back up with you once I am at my desired length, and I will show you what to do next, how to finish off the end part of the skirt. I'm going to continue making my rows, and I will meet back up with you. So continue making your rows, doing it the same exact way how I did it, and I'll meet back with you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there it is. So guys, now I've come to the end of my row here, and I'm going to chain up 2, yarn over and make my double crochet here. Chain 1 and make my single crochet. So before we go any further, just going to show you what the skirt part here looks like. So you can see it there, and you can see how it nicely flared off. So what we're gonna do now, we are going to change hook to a size 3 because we want the skirt to come in a little bit. And remember I stated that you can do 5 inches down to add on to your desired length. So I am just gonna go ahead and make those inches down, and once I am at my last row, I will show you how to make the edges part of the skirt. So I'm just gonna continue repeating the same thing that we were doing, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 until I reach to my desired length. So I'll see you there. So now I have come to the end of making my rows, and I'm going to chain up 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 to finish off. So instead of chaining 2, you're chaining 5, and then you're going to slip stitch into your single crochet there. Now that I've made my slip stitch there, this is what it looks like now, going across. So I'm just going to pull up on this and I'll show you the length. So this is the waist area here, and this is what it looks like so far. So I'm just going to do a measurement, and I'm going to measure from the waist down without stretching your work. And it is measuring 9.5 inches. So I'm just going to hold the measuring tape down so you can see from here to here is measuring 9.5 inches. So moving along, what we will now do is we're gonna still use our size 3 hook, and we are going to slip stitch into this space here, and we're going to chain up 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to make 2 more double crochets. So that's 1 and 2, and then you're going to chain 1, and into that same space you're going to make 3 double crochet. Now that we have our 3 double crochet there, we are going to make 1 single crochet in the next stitch, and we're just making shells into our space there. Now moving forward, you will make another shell, so it's going to be shell, chain, single crochet, shell, single crochet. So that's 2 and 3, chain 1, and then 3 more double crochet. 1, 2, and 3. So this is what it looks like. So you're going to continue doing the same thing right around, making your shell and then single crochet into the next space. So I'm just going to continue doing that, and then I will meet you at the end. There it is. So now I have made my last shell there, and I am going to do my single crochet. Now I have 1 space remaining, so what I'm going to do is I am going to slip stitch into that space because I want to eliminate it, and I'm going to slip stitch again. So that's 2, and then 1 more time, and that's 3. And then I am going to slip stitch into our chain 3 space here. So insert your hook into the top of that chain 3 and pull through. And that kind of masks that space that was there, so you can see it. So it's looking all neat. And now what you're going to do is you're going to fasten off, and your skirt is completed. So now all you have to do is weave in your tail ends. So this is what it looks like on both sides. This is the back part here, so you can see. So we're just gonna go ahead and weave in our tail end. So I'm just going to go down into this stitch here. And then go back into this one. So I'm actually going through the front loop of this stitch and then going back through this stitch here and push my needle like downward. And then go ahead and basically put your needle anywhere just to kind of hide the tail and make sure that it does not get loose. So just kind of hiding it underneath the stitches. So now I am going to cut this off. And we are going to lay our skirt aside for now. So this is what it looks like. I have this tail end to weave in and this one also. So I'll just go ahead and weave in those afterwards. But yeah, this is what the skirt looks like. And we are going to go ahead and make a string to go into the waistband of the skirt. So now I'm going to use back my 3.5 and I'm just going to make some chains. So I'm not sure how much I'm going to chain, probably about 200. And once I get there, then I will see if that string is going to be long enough. So I'm just going to go ahead and chain away, and I will meet back up with you. So guys, instead of chaining 200, I went ahead and I chained 300 to make sure that I have enough length to go through the skirt and to tie at the front. So I have some leftover green here, and I am going to use this for my tassel, and I will show you how I will be cutting those to put together. So I'm just going to go ahead and weave this in, and I'm going to see how long it is. So I'm not going to fasten it off as yet. I'm going to see how long it is when I weave it into the skirt. So I'm just going to go ahead off camera and I'm going to weave it in, or I'm going to show you how to weave it in. Let me just use a bigger needle. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I am going to be going into, so make sure you look for the part where you want to be the front of your skirt. So I think I'm going to put it like this, and I'm going to start weaving from this end. And you're basically going to go into this part here, so into the top of the front post double crochet, and you're going in and out, in and out, in and out. So I'm just going to continue doing that, and I'll meet back up with you. So guys, now I have come to the end of lacing my string inside the top of the skirt, and that is what it looks like. And I went ahead and I put some fringes on. So this is my tassel here, and I will show you how I make that. So remember I said I was not going to cut this because I wanted to see how long it is. It is perfectly fine, so the 300 is good enough. So what I'm going to do now, I am going to cut that off. And I'm going to show you how to install the tassel here. So I'm just going to cut it at about here. And I'm going to pull that through. So I'm just pulling it through because I wanted to show you how I actually open back this initial one that we did before when we were chaining. So what I did was to use my needle and open it like that. And then what I did was to get my yarn, and I get a piece of paper. You can use any paper, or you can do it as long as you want, and I just do it like this, and I wrap it around 12 times. So you can go ahead and do that, and I went ahead and I cut mine already, so I will be attaching it on. So let me just show you how to do it. So all I did was to get my hook and make sure that it is even, and just pull it through. Uh-oh. Okay, and then what I do is to do it like this. I hope you're seeing that well. And flip it over. And then I pull down. Pull down really tight to make sure that these fringes are nicely pulled down. You can go individually on all the strands here and pull it down so that it is nicely tucked in. So I'll just go ahead and tuck that in afterwards. But what I did was to after I've done that, I pull on this string here. So you can see that. So once I pull down on the string, it closes that nicely onto the string that is weaved into the skirt. So now it is nicely tied in. Now you are going to go ahead and find all the strands and make sure that it is neatly tucked in. So take your time and pull down so you can find the ones that are a bit loose, if that's how yours came out like mine, and then you just tug on them so that it lays nice and flat. And once you have done so, then you are going to chain, or not chain, but you're going to use your needle and you're going to insert the needle right down inside here. And pull it through. And after you're done, then you can just cut off the excess amount, leaving just a little short piece here. So I'm just going to go off camera and I'm going to try and get this part here nicely flat, and I'll be back with you. So now I have pulled down all my strings onto my tail end here. And now what I'm going to do is I am just going to cut this part off. And then I am going to measure both. And then I'm just going to give them a cut. Okay, so now you can see both of them are on the same level. So now our skirt is now completed, and this is what it looks like. So you can go ahead and you can pull in your skirt to fit your exact waistline once you put it on, so it can get smaller or it can get bigger. So all you have to do is just tug on your waist and you get your skirt waist smaller. So you can go ahead and give that a little bow tie there. Or you can tie it like this first and then give it a little bow tie. And there it is. It is all completed. So guys, I hope that you love this tutorial and I hope that you were able to make one of your own. If you wanted to make this longer, you can make it longer. Just follow the same steps as I did and you'll be able to accomplish this skirt. So I wanted to make this one short because it is matching the top for the bikini, and you can make a bikini bottom to go with this. I probably will do that in part 3 of this video. So guys, thanks again for watching, and thanks for taking the time out to watch my channel each time. I do appreciate it. Until next time guys, bye.